Hyperledger Fabric Services. As explained in the last lesson, Hyperledger Fabric is a permissioned business blockchain. Hyperledger Fabric has changed many hands from its genesis at IBM, moving on to incubation at Linux Foundation, and is managed by many technical working groups. When we begin the exploration of a new platform, it's a common practice to begin with a white paper about the platform. We will begin with a white paper that provides a services-based description of the Hyperledger. On completion of this lesson, you will be able to list the services-based architecture of Hyperledger framework, list the services and API offered by the Hyperledger framework, explain the various services offered by it. A popular way an emerging technology or business is explained is through a white paper. Recall, we refer to Bitcoin's white paper and Ethereum's white paper in our earlier courses. Of course, there's a white paper explaining the services of the Hyperledger framework. We have provided the link in the resources section. According to the white paper, the design of Hyperledger places heavy emphasis on modularity and configurability, pluggable modules. A Hyperledger blockchain application views its domain as being made up of many interacting blockchains of various capacities. From the Hyperledger white paper, here is the services-oriented representation of the Hyperledger blockchain. The reference architecture specifies 4 different groups of services and the corresponding APIs for the applications to access them. Here is a list of services offered by the Hyperledger framework: identity services, policy services, blockchain services, and smart contract services. We'll now discuss the concept covered by each of these groups. Identity services module manages the identities of entities, participants, ledger objects, such as smart contract. In the case of Fabric, a smart contract is called chain code. Policy services module manages access control, privacy detail, consortium rules, and consensus rules. Blockchain services module manages the peer-to-peer communication protocol, the distributed ledger maintaining the global state replicated at many participants, the pluggable consensus algorithm, PBFT or POW. The smart contract services module provides a secure and lightweight sandboxed environment for the chain code to execute. Only full nodes, called the validating nodes, include the smart contract services. This service also provides the secure container equivalent to Ethereum virtual machine, registry, and lifecycle management functions. Java virtual machine that runs bytecode typically serves as the computational environment for the smart contract execution. APIs allow application programs to call into the underlying services. SDKs help in code development based on these APIs. CLI is a command line interface for invoking these APIs for testing purposes. In this lesson, we reviewed the services-based architecture of the Hyperledger framework and the corresponding APIs. In the next one, we'll examine the components and their functions and the operational details of the fabric.